Campbell said was that 95% of guys in Mike Warren's situation would have left. What does it say to you that Mike said?
He's a competitor. And the best thing about Mike, when his attitude's right and his investment's high, he's as good as anybody around, And the good thing for him, since he's come back this January, he's really, really worked hard, had a great attitude, mindset about everything, and really embraced the situation as a challenge, and he's just rising to the challenge.
What does it say to the rest of the guys that, a guy would stick with it?
Well, I think it just shows that, hey, we're going to play the best guys, and whoever competes and does the right things is going to get a great opportunity to play in a good system and run the ball. And it shows to those young guys, if you work hard, good things happen. Everybody just wants you to work hard and do the right thing.
Mike said he thinks he's matured. Have you seen that, and where have you seen it?
He has. And if you remember that when you guys talked about, I always talked about his maturity, right? Early on, it's kind of funny you brought that up. I think, the interesting thing when you go through some growing pains and you're growing up and you go through some tough times, you go through the highs and the lows, you really have to sit back and rely on your values and the stuff that's kind of made you. And when Mike's attitude's right and his investment's high, he's in a good place. And I notice on the field, he'll mess up and he'll let me coach him. You know what I'm saying? I notice that when he deals with the freshmen now, he's not threatened by them. He's really he embraces them. It's kind of fun for me right now because I feel like I've got this group where we can really be a unit and be really successful.
Coach Campbell talked about his work ethic during the season at times last year. Have you seen an improvement there too?
Yeah, I think he did a really nice job in the weight room, and he's more competitive, And when you watch the deal we did in the winter, the competitions in the individual matchups, his record was really good, and he would strain. We always talk about straining for success. He would strain during those workouts, so it was really good to see.
Do you remember the first time that you saw David Montgomery said this guy's going to play this year?
Yeah, when I watched this film when we were recruiting him, that was an indicator there. But when he came on campus and we started training camp, you knew him and Kane, they had something special. And then as we got into more and more live situations, I can remember a run right now. He was running an inside zone play to the right. He cut it all the way back to the left. He juked a guy and then ran over a guy at the end of it. I'm like, oh yeah, he's playing. I could go pull the clip up. I remember that clear as day, and everybody was hooting and hollering. It was pretty cool.
When was that?
It was one of our first graders. We're over at the field or the tailgate lots over there practicing.
Before the season started?
Yeah, before the season started. I'm sorry, yeah.
At that point, you were like, he's going to play this year?
No question.
Coach Campbell talks about he likes guys that are former quarterbacks, and David is that. And he ran a lot in high school too, but how do you feel like, or how do you see that helping him when he gets on the field now? Yeah,
it just gives him a good perspective on everything, just understanding what the defense is trying to do, and he's always had the ball in his hands. The other thing about quarterback, they always usually have pretty good hands. Like David's got outstanding hands. He catches the ball really well. He can maneuver through things, and he's just a really good football IQ. He's a good football player. It's going to be fun to watch. I'll be excited for you guys to get to know these guys as you guys get to talk to them.
One thing Coach Campbell talked about was creating matchups as in many situations as possible. How does your running backs kind of help with that, and how versatile are you guys?
Yeah, well, a guy like David's very versatile. He's a matchup nightmare because he can run routes like a receiver. He can catch the ball like a receiver. You can put him at quarterback. You ask him, he can throw it as far as anybody on our team. You ask him with that. But he's a matchup because do you put a backer on him or do you put a skilled guy on a DB, and then that creates matchups with Lazard and then inside Matt Eden and Akeem Butler, those type of guys. So that helps us in the pass game and just creating situations that are favorable for us.
Coach, a little bit of a precarious spot with your third string right now. How do you approach that this spring?
Competition. It's just fun in the spring to see what guys can do and how they can help us. Not ruling any guy out. Sheldon Cronin right now is a 3. See what Sheldon's up to. It is a big spring for him. Sheldon's a guy who wants to play, wants to be on the field. So here's your opportunity, especially with Kane being out. Can you do that? We need you to come up here and contribute, and great opportunity for you. Ethan Stasquich is another guy who's got a really good skill set, catches the ball really nice out of the backfield. Young guy. Can he learn it fast enough? Can he help us? Can they pass pro? Are they physical enough? As we go through the spring and get through scrimmages, it'll be really interesting to see.
What are you looking for in the next 13 practices from your guys?
Just consistent and constant improvement. Okay, the biggest thing for us is we got to trust not only ourselves, but trust what's going on around us. And if we're consistent, with our fundamental technique, we'll be really good. We got high-end guys. I'm just telling you guys, I know Kanae's hurt, but I always say those top 3 guys, they're high-end caliber guys, potential NFL type guys. Not afraid to say it, they are. If they work hard, do the right things, and develop, they can play on Sundays. I've seen it. They got the skill sets to do it. They just got to put in the effort and keep on working at it.
Obviously, you're a running backs coach, but the receivers look huge. The tight ends look huge. What's it like to look at the rest of the positions right now?
I like it. I always tell these guys the first word in Big 12 is big. So I like when I see 6'5", 6'6" at the wideouts. I like Chase Allen and Dylan Sainer out there. We got big people out there. Matchup problems, and especially in our conference, everybody wants to play with a lot of little fast guys. We can create some matchup issues there by putting these big guys on them and kind of beating up a little bit.
And having those big receivers, obviously in big runs, it's when the receivers are blocking downfield. How successful have they been? How much does that add when having size like that?
They take a lot of pride in it, and that's fun for us in our room because that's where the energy feeds off from the receiver group to the running back group. You take care of us, we'll take care of you, and those guys take a lot of pride in blocking on it. You watch Alan Lazard, he's blocking guys all the way out of bounds sometimes on plays. So Matt Eaton, Hakeem Butler, those guys have taken, Carson Epps, those guys have taken a lot of pride in doing that, and we're going to continue to do that as we go forward.
Have you put your hat in the ring for some Joel landing snaps?
When Kanae got hurt, I said to myself, we always have Joel come back here. So, I'm sure Joel, Trevor, those guys can help us in the pinch if we need it. I love the fact Joe's playing linebacker right now. I just love the kid. I think he embodies everything Coach Campbell wants in a football player in this program. I hope he does well at it. If he doesn't, he can come in and help us at quarterback. He can help us running the ball. He can do a lot of different things. But, you just want that kid to be successful because he works really hard and cares about the program and cares about Iowa State University.